A leader of the Nation of Islam is loudly voicing his opposition to the state's mandatory vaccine bill. CBS 2's Randy Page shows us why he's calling for personal exemptions.
Until we hear from Dr. Thompson on his findings, we should not go forward with any bills.
Minister Tony Muhammad, speaking to us today by satellite from Atlanta, is talking about Senate Bill 277, which would require public school students to be immunized regardless of their parents' personal beliefs.
I'm not against vaccinations as long as they, listen at my words, as long as they're safe.
The Nation of Islam minister from Los Angeles is concerned about this statement released by Dr. William Thompson, a senior scientist for the Centers for Disease Control, who writes, "I regret that my co-authors and I omitted statistically significant information." Dr. Thompson is referring to this 2004 study he co-authored, which concludes there is no evidence measles vaccinations cause autism. The omitted data, Dr. Thompson writes, suggested that African American males who received the MMR vaccine before age 36 months were at increased risk for autism.
This was bad data.
At the USC Keck School of Medicine, Dr. Stephen Fox says the omitted data Dr. Thompson is talking about was appropriately excluded.
Because we were unable to be sure that there weren't other factors such as low birth weight, birth outside the hospital, other factors that could have influenced the incidence of autism.
The Centers for Disease Control produced this statement, which says, in part, additional studies and a more recent rigorous review by the Institute of Medicine have found that MMR vaccine does not increase the risk of autism. And the CDC scientist at the center of this controversy writes, "I want to be absolutely clear that I believe vaccines have saved and continue to save countless lives. I would never suggest that any parent avoid vaccinating children of any race."
I think all sane people should say, let's hold up until we hear from Dr. Thompson.
Minister Tony Muhammad says written words alone are not enough. Randy Page, CBS 2 News.